Alright guys, well I'm back today with a video that I've actually never done on this channel. It's kind of an overview of some of my favorite EDC items, and the three we're going to be talking about today are watches, knives, and flashlights. I'll expand on this if this video gets a good response and people want to see more EDC related items, but I figured I'd show you what I'm using on a daily basis, starting with the pocket knives because that's what this channel is a lot about. And if you follow the channel, you'll know I've been reviewing a lot of the F&Grow and Sitivien knives, and out of all of them, this guy right here really stands out, and it's been my everyday carry for the past month. The ST102 D2 steel and a micarta handle, and they have a wide variety of versions. But any of the F&Grow and Sitivien knives that I reviewed on the channel are great everyday carry options because they generally sell for about 30 bucks. So you don't have to worry about beating them up, breaking them, or losing them, and they work out surprisingly well and they hold up for the long term. This one has been doing great, and I haven't been cutting it any slack. Another knife that I like to use for EDC is a lot of the O knives. They come in at a little bit more elevated of a price point, but they seem to be just a touch better build quality and overall just hardware and premium materials used. The finishing seems to be a little bit better, but they come in at about the $60 to $70 range depending on what's going on. And Olight is doing sales all the time, so you'll definitely want to subscribe to the channel to catch a lot of those sales and deals. So those are my two go-to flippers, and if I decide to carry an OTF knife, Tack Knives has become one of my go-to out-the-front knife manufacturers. I actually have a code with these guys, 704 Tactical, for 15% off your Tack Knives order. These guys also do sales about once a month, so sub to the channel to hear about those. But these guys have some entry-level out-the-front knives and premium out-the-front knives, and where I'm at, you can carry an OTF, no problems. Just part of it has to be exposed. Transitioning to lights, I've been carrying a lot of the old lights. I mean, that's pretty much what I carry. I know a lot of guys, they're hit and miss with Olights. I absolutely love them, and this is what I carry. I also have a code with these guys that I use on my main channel, 704 Tactical, for 10% off your Olight order. I'm just throwing that out there if you want to save money. But this is not an Olight review. It's just legitimately what I carry. And this Baton 3 has been what's been going in my pocket for the last week, but I generally carry those small micro Baton 2s, but I left it in the truck. So it's kind of a give and take between the larger one or the smaller one, depending on what I'm doing. And honestly, those are the lights I've been carrying, either Baton 2 or 3, for the past 2 years. They just work. They have the magnetic recharging base, so you can just clip them in. And then I also have a charging dock where I keep 2 or 3 of them along with some O-bulbs, and I just swap them out over the course of the week. It's just too convenient, it's too easy, and they just keep working. They're always improving and updating. They've got a sale coming up in October that's going to be pretty good, so you'll definitely want to check that out. Now let's talk about some watches. And my two main go-to companies are Zelos, depending on how you want to pronounce it. This is one of their dive watches. Absolute monster. Love this guy right here. And then this is another one of the Zelos dive watches with a full lume dial. The bezel action is spectacular. The materials used are absolutely spectacular. And just the quality of the watches are amazing. You can see I like rubberized straps for everyday carry. These are not dress watches. These are, watches that I use on a daily basis. So I'm always doing that. And I just picked up the new Phoibos. And this thing is absolutely awesome as well. Just became my new favorite watch. So this is the new titanium Apollo with that forged carbon dial. It's all titanium, and again, the bezel action is spectacular on this. A very large crown, anti-reflective coating, and it's just a great, solid option with good, decent movements at affordable prices. So I'm always wearing either a Phoibos or a Zelos most of the time, but sometimes I grab some of the smaller, cheaper micro brands like this Loreo. This is a pretty slick option that I'll grab on those AliExpress sales once a year around Christmas time. And then there's a few other watches that I've been wearing for a while, especially at the beach and when I'm swimming a lot, are the Citizens. They're just really good options. I picked this one up in one of my recent videos for a pawn shop find video, and I got this for a steal of a deal from American Pawn and Gun in Monroe, North Carolina. But this is an automatic Citizen. Decent bezel action. Overall, just a solid watch at an affordable price. So those are a lot of the watches I've been wearing lately. But that's the problem. I keep buying more and more knives, watches, and lights, and I'm always swapping around. So I wanted to do a quick video. There's not a very specific EDC I carry every day, but honestly, what I've been carrying right now, anyways, is the Baton 3 or the Baton 2, the smaller version that I left in my truck. This guy right here, the Sitivien ST102, and this Phoibos. This has been in my pocket and on my wrist for the past 2 or 3 weeks. I absolutely love it. They get a lot of use and they work out well. So I hope this gives you some high value options for some EDC items that won't break the bank, but that actually work. Again, subscribe to my channel if you want full reviews and overviews of these. And if you want more in-depth reviews of the watches, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.